Hi honeys, we're back for another episode of Girl Do It For You. Alright, so let's talk about being a ghetto. Wonderful, isn't it? Let's just chit chat, shall we? It's my favourite thing to say. But you know what? Being a ghetto is a whole load of bullshit. That's basically what I want to say. Because there's so many stereotypical rules, there's so many things, there's so many guidelines, there's so many things you can and can't do, and I think it's all bullshit. And I just kind of want to talk about it for a little bit. Because who else agrees? Ghettos have to follow, like, the protocol, or I don't even know if that's the right word, but, you know, like, act like a lady, sit like a lady, do this like a lady. No. How about no? How about that? Like, there's such a high standard for women, and I hate it because men don't get held to that high standard. And I think it's bullshit that us as women, like, have to deal with that. Because as much as it's like, oh yeah, everyone's fine, you know, there's none of that anymore. You a liar. You're a damn liar. There is that right now, currently, everywhere. And it's so frustrating. Because why? For what reason? It's not the 1950s, so why are we still living like women have to do all of this stuff? And there's such a thing, like, it's so back and forth. Like, okay, you can't, you know, if I'm pretty small, so can't ever say I want to be skinny. Can't ever say I want to lose weight. I have to say I'm healthy, or I want to be healthier. If I ever say I want to be skinnier, oh my God, the looks people give me, they like look at me like I'm stupid. Like, you can't ever say you want to be thinner. You can't ever say that. You can't ever say you want to be prettier because, oh, you should cherish your beauty that you have while you're young, or, oh, I wish I looked like that, or, like, there's always something negative to come back at it. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, it's always like someone has a worse situation, but not even in a worse situation, you know? And then it's the idea that I feel like we're going back the way. I've seen so many videos where it's like, ghettos want to stay home, which, okay, fine, that's good for you. Like, be a stay-at-home mom, be a stay-at-home wife, be a stay-at-home whatever. I don't really care. Work from home, cool, whatever, I don't really care. But then it's like, oh, well, if you're staying at home, well, you should be doing like a side hustle of some sort by working from home. And they're like, no. Some people are like, I want to stay at home and bake all day. Oh, well, you're supposed to have your own money, so you have to be independent and get your own job. Okay, well, then it's like, oh, they want women to cook, go to work, have a 9-to-5 career because we have to be independent, we have to have our own money, we have to be self-sufficient because can't rely on a man, but you also have to come home, cook your man's dinner because, well, he just worked 9-to-5 in the heat because he's a blue-collar man, and then you have to clean. Don't forget, if you have kids, who's going to pick up the kids from daycare, take care of all the children, and then dogs, you have to walk the dogs, you know, all of that. But yeah, you have to work too because you have to be independent and you have to have your own thing. But when he comes home from work, he can sit on the couch and do absolutely whatever he wants because you as a woman have to be cooking and cleaning and all of that. And it's like, why can't we just do whatever the hell we want without the judgment of everybody else? Why can't that be a thing? Why can't I have my independent job and he has his independent job, and then we come home and we do things as a family, as a couple in a house who have a house together and do those things together? Like, obviously do what works for your relationship, but like, I just feel like the minute a woman puts her opinion out there of like, oh, well, I kind of want to just stay home and do this, everyone else is like, you have to be financially independent, you can't rely on a man. And it's like, whoa, I know that was the whole thing and we all wanted our independence, but like, why can't we do whatever the hell we want? If I want to be a stay-at-home mom, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. Maybe I'll have a side job on it, maybe I won't, maybe I'll have no money, but like, what does it matter what someone does with their life? And I just hate that, like, even for men though too, a little bit, but we're not talking about them today because it's not about them, it's about us, because the podcast is named Ghetto Do It For You, not them. They're fine, they don't have these issues. But I don't know, like, is it just me that feels like this? I am talking with my hands a lot right now if you're watching this on YouTube, and like, why can't we just have our opinions and that be it and be done with it? Why can't that be a thing? I would love nothing more than to just, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Mind your fucking business. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not ladylike for me to swear. You see what I mean? Like, every single thing is you're not supposed to do this because that's not ladylike. You have to sit with your legs crossed. That's not ladylike if you don't. If you wear a dress, you have to sit a certain way. Wear heels, you have to walk a certain way. You have to do this, you have to do this because it's... Oh my God, there are so many rules to be a woman. It's fucking ridiculous. And that is genuinely how I feel. When I was 10 years old, my grandma got me a book that said how to be a woman. What? Anyone else's grandma got them that book? I'm pretty sure I still have it. I don't read it. I don't pick it up. I'm pretty sure I only kept it because it's from my grandma. But, like, what? And it wasn't one of those, like, oh, yeah, this is your period and this is hormones, which, I mean, they don't really do a good job of teaching you that either. But it was more so, like, how to act like a lady. I'm like, okay. Which also, they want to throw all these things in our face about being a woman and you have to do this, this, and this. But they don't want to teach us anything in school about being a woman, hormone balance, periods, babies, all of that. They don't teach you any of that stuff. Men don't have to deal with any of that, do they? No. Woman. What do we get? Birth control? Yay us. Like, that doesn't fix anything. And then, do you ever hear a man being told his clock's ticking? Ever? If a man is single at 30, he's a bachelor. If a girl is single at 30, oh my God. She's a, what do they call them? I don't know, she's unlovable. She can't have a stable relationship. But a man single at 30 is living his best life. Like, what the hell is that about? And then, let's not forget, the minute you even start dating somebody serious, it's when's the wedding? Then you get married, when's the babies? Then you have babies, when's the next one? When's the next one? Can't you let people live their life how they want to live their life without asking them those questions? Like, you don't need to know everybody's move. It's okay to be single at 30 and not know what the hell you're doing with your life. It's okay to be married at 22 and have your life figured out. Like, it doesn't matter because let's not forget, single at 30, you're getting old, you're unlovable, your clock's ticking, you're not going to be able to have kids, but you get married too young and, why didn't you wait? Don't you think you're too young? Why is there always something negative about what a woman does with her life? Why is there never just, let's be happy for her, she's getting married, or let's be happy for her, she's single and she's career focused, or she's just having a good old time? How about that? Because one minute they rush you to get married, have that family life, but then, don't forget, you can't really be a stay-at-home mum because then you have to have a different income because you have to be independent even though you just had children. You've got to be back at work right away. But if you don't have any of that, you're a failure? Or why can't it be she's just living her life how she wants to live her life and that is it? There's no clock ticking. There's no timeline for anything. There are no rules to life because guess what? There's no handbook. And if there was, it would probably suck because it was probably written by a man. But why can't it just be, this is what I'm doing and that's it? I hate so much that there are so many standards and rules for women that are just unattainable on a million different levels. And I'm just like, why? And social media is a really big part of it. I've spoke about that before. It's so damaging, but like, leave people alone. Let people be happy. Why is it the constant back and forth of you're not good enough, you're too much, oh, you're not there yet, oh, well, what's wrong with you, why have you not done that, oh, well, this, that, and the other. You know what else is my other biggest pet peeve with, not really women, but the women's societal norm, is you hit an age and you just make it a joke at some point, and I hate that. You just like joke about it because everyone else has joked about it. And it's not funny, it's hurtful, because I bet later at night you think about that and you're like, damn, that kind of hurt, that sucked a little bit to have to hear, but hey ho, laugh it off, because what else are you going to do? Like, and then you have events for your friends or your own events. Like my wedding shower was just last week. The amount of people that asked my sister when she was getting married. Like, why does that need to be a thing? What if she never wanted to get married? I mean, she is with her boyfriend of like 3 years. But like, there's no rules on how long you should be together before you get married. Because guess what? I got engaged within 10 months and I was told it was way too quick. So like, what's the fucking normal? What do you guys want? Like, I don't know. I genuinely don't understand. And then there was someone else at my shower who was like, yeah, well, we did the wedding dress thing, and she's funny. But she's like, oh, well, yeah, I guess I'll just save this toilet paper for later. You know, I never know when I'm going to need this dress. And they'd made a bouquet. She's like, never know when I'm going to need it. And I'm like, that's just like because people have made it so normal to just laugh at the fact that she's not married yet or with anybody serious. And I'm like, who the hell cares? Who cares? She's living her life. She's doing what she wants. We as women have to act like ladies and sit correctly and eat correctly and drink correctly and not make a mess, but men can be complete slobs and get away with it. Men can be filthy and it's attractive, but a woman? God forbid a woman had a little bit of food on her face or something. It's frowned upon. But a man can be a whole mess with a beer belly and we're all supposed to be like, oh my God, he's so handsome. But we have to be over here thin, toned, hair looks like a Victoria's Secret supermodel, makeup flawless. God forbid your makeup like flakes off or something. But men who don't wear makeup, greasy all of the time because they don't know how to take care of their skin. And it's supposed to be worshipped. Make it make sense. Because it doesn't in my head. Like at all. And then don't forget, you can't stand up to men because they're the man of the house. But you want me to be independent and bring home my own paycheck, but I can't say how I feel? Because, oh, you wear the pants and you're the man of the house and I have to just be your slave? Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely not. I wasn't raised like that. My mama taught me better. I was not raised like that. I'm going to speak my mind and you're going to hear it. We already know that. But I'm not going to roll over and just, yeah, whatever. Whatever you say. No. That's absolutely not what's happening. The whole term of happy wife, happy life pisses me off because they say it as if it's like a bad thing. Like they're like, oh yeah, happy wife, happy life. As if like whatever the hell the wife wanted was so freaking difficult and they're only doing it to appease their wife. And I'm like, if we were to say happy husband, happy whatever, like that's not how it works. If your wife asks you to do something, just do it. Because guess what? If you ask us to do something, we're going to do it. Like that's just, I don't know, that's marriage. Like, I hate the term happy wife, happy life. It hurts my head. And I just want to hit people when they say it. Because you can't stand up to a man, apparently. I wasn't raised like that. I'll stand up. I'll get in your face. That's not happening. I'm not going to roll over and just, yep, whatever you say goes, honey. No, sweetheart. I have an opinion too, and you're going to hear it, and I'm allowed to have an opinion. So, and even if I didn't have a job, because I just realized what I said, I'm still allowed to have an opinion because it's my opinion. And I'm a human being who has a heart and a whole body that is allowed to have an opinion. No matter what it is. It's the same as you can fail in public. God forbid you fail at something. You get ridiculed. You can't show that you failed. You can't show this. You can't show that. The amount of women that get divorced and don't want to talk about it. The amount of women that go through heartbreak, go through losing their job, go through anything. You can't talk about it. You can't show anybody that you failed. Why? Fail happens. Failure is inevitable. And it happens and it's terrifying. But usually the next thing that happens, like right after, is a million times better. So you know what? Watch me fall. Watch me get right back up and do it even better. Because bet. I hate the societal norms for women. I hate that you always have to look put together. Or hair. Oh my God, the amount of money we spend on hair for it to look nice. Because, God forbid, we don't like our one hair color, so we change it. And then, oh no, your roots are growing out. I hate when people tell me your roots are growing out. Yeah. That's what happens when you dye your hair blonde and you're not a natural blonde. That would be the thing. It's also like when people are like, oh my God, I wish you had longer hair again. Or you should cut your hair. You should do this. Should I? Why don't you do it? Cut your hair. Dye your hair. Like, also, if someone tells me not to do something, I'm more than likely going to go do it. My ex once told me that if I ever cut my hair, I would look ugly. So I chopped it off to a bob. Because naturally, right? He also told me never go full head blonde. So I did just that. Like, don't tell me not to do things because I'm going to do it and I'm going to do it better and I'm going to look good doing it. Okay. It's just drives me nuts. So I just want to leave you guys with that little thought of the bullshit that it is being a woman. and all the shit that comes along with it, and the fact that they don't teach you any of it or tell you any of it, and then you figure it out. And it's also, you can't ever be jealous or not like somebody or any sort of anything towards another woman, because sisterhood, she's for the ghettos. Ghettos have each other's back. Girls for the girls. Yes, girls for the girls. But if you're a bitch, you're a bitch, and I don't really care. Like, I love sisterhood. I do. I think ghettos are for the ghettos. Yes, we all have each other's back. Generally. There's nothing better than when you're out at the club and you go into the drunk girl's bathroom. It's fantastic. It's the best place. It's the most confident you'll ever be in your life. And they are the sweetest person you will also ever meet in your life in there. But if someone's a bitch, I can hate you. It's not gonna hurt my feelings, but I hate those people that are like, well, you can't be mad at them, or you can't hate them, or you can't this, or you can't that, because ghettos got ghettos back. No, if you're a bitch, you're a bitch, and I don't like you. Or I just don't like you. I don't even have a reason. But I am for the ghettos, and I do have the girls back. But if you are not a nice human being, I don't have your back. But if you're nice, yeah. Let me know, write in to the show, and let me know what other stereotypical things that you guys experience, like on a daily basis, of anything. Like, stereotypical female. Like, that someone has said to you that's stuck with you, and you're just like, if that was said to a man, what would the outcome be? Let me know. I would love to know. I'm intrigued on what people are going to say, if we have a lot of the same, because I know I'm missing some. So you guys need to let me know what there is. It's also just like the beauty standard for women, but then if we go and do it, we're high maintenance. Oh, don't even get me started on that one. Like, if we go and get our hair done, get your lashes done, get your eyebrows done, get your nails done, get a spray tan, get anything beauty related done, and you're high maintenance. And it's like, you guys made the beauty standard of, like, girls have to be, they have to wake up beautiful, they have to look flawless at all times, so we go and do all of these things, and then we're high maintenance? What? What the fuck is that about? That was just another one that popped into mind. So I'm going to leave you guys on that note. And please, 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 please let me know what your guys' things that you've experienced on the female womanlyhood interaction of just being a woman and the stereotypicalness that is put into that. As always, I love you, honeys, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye, honeys.